Hey everybody, here we are back for round 2, and I don't necessarily like this hand. We have a Kindle, and then nothing to do for a while, and we lose if we don't draw lands, so I have to mulligan that. That's not great, but it's ever so slightly better. We can find Horned Elves and then cycle and maybe get somewhere, so we'll keep that. Not the best of keeps, but oh well. Opponent leads with a floodplain. Alright, so it's a fetch land for a plains or an island. Star Storm. I'm going to cast that for a while. Next turn may just be Forest Attack Cycle. He has fetched his land, went and got an island, mountain, owl familiar, alright. Because I haven't seen enough of those. As long as this one doesn't go infinitely recurring. Kindle, alright, so we're going to cycle this right now. And still not get anything we need, so that's going to be a pass. We won't attack in. We maybe even have to forest cycle that aberration. Get another land, but still not going to get us anywhere if we don't hit a mountain. He's going to fly in for one. Sounds good. We are going to take it. And he passes the turn. So do we forest cycle? I think we do. Let's grab a forest. Yeesh. Alright. Well, let's attack in. We have got a whole lot of nothing. Draw nothing but spells we can't cast and no mountains. We've got, what, 8 red sources, 2 blue sources. That's 10 cards, so 33% chance of drawing a card that we need to actually cast these other cards. And what do we get? We get a mountain. There we go. Alright, so do we go Goblin Commando and kill the owl? Doesn't seem great. We could kindle the owl. Kindle's an instant, so maybe we just pass the turn here. See if a better Kindle target comes up. He left the owl up, as opposed to getting in for another attack. It's kind of interesting. Five mana. I don't necessarily expect it to be an X2. Memory Jar. So sack Memory Jar. Each player exiles all cards from his or her hand face down. Draws 7 cards. Beginning of the next upstep, each player discards his or her hand and returns his or her hand each way. Alright. Got it. So I guess we'll just kill the owls. And then we'll get in for 1. Yeah, that'll be good. Another Kindle. Alright. That must deal 2 damage to our creature, so we don't want to play that. So we are going to attack and pass the turn. Are we ever? So this is at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. This kindles for 3 now. Predator flagship. Target creature gains flying till end of turn. Destroy target creature with flying. Alright, that's fine. That is totally fine. Unfortunately, if he doesn't play creatures, I can't play that Goblin Commando. If I don't get a second mountain... There's a second mountain. Alright. We can start playing things, finally. We're going to get in for 1. And then we'll drop this Beetleback Chief. Starstorm's going to become less good as I fill up the board and he doesn't. Memory Jar's a mythic? He is Memory Jarring. So these cards go away till the end step, so I'm going to get them back, so that's alright. It's the next 7 that I'm not going to get to do anything with. And they go away for good. They go to the graveyard. They go to the graveyard. So I'm going to lose swords. Not too upset about the rest. Cursed Scroll. Name a card. Reveal a card at random from your hand. If it's the named card, deals 2 damage to target creature or player. Alright. Not terrible. So I'm not too upset about losing that. That's kind of useful. Not too upset about losing that. I don't have the white yet for that. Not too upset about that. Soul Blast. 3 damage to target creature or player. Alright, so goodbye Beetleback Chief. That's going to be the end of his turn, I think. So actually I get to see his... Oh, I don't get to see his hand. It's face down. Yeah, face down, so I don't get to see his hand. He doesn't get to see mine. I get to see what he didn't get to cast, though. So he didn't get to play a couple lands, Choking Tethers, another land. Alright, so that wasn't too bad for him. I get my hand back. Still can't play Goblin Commando. I can play Goblin Matron, though. Go and get a Goblin Pile Driver. That seems pretty good. So I'll come in for 3 here. And I'll go Goblin Matron. Use the ability. Go get Goblin Pile Driver. Cast Goblin Pile Driver. And pass the turn. So he could try to get lucky and Curse Scroll the Pile Driver. He's got 6 cards in hand when he draws. Six mana. Turnabout. Choose artifact, creature, or land. Tap all untapped permanents of the chosen type target player controls. Or untap all tapped permanents of the type player controls. Okay, so he's going to choose land, I imagine, and untap all of his lands. So he's going to get an extra 2 red. Doesn't seem the best. It's going to be 8 mana total. What's he got? Must be something decent. Palinchron. Flying when it enters the battlefield, untap up to 7 lands. Alright. Alright. Pretty good. So I can still get in for 10-ish. This is just to creatures. This is to creature or player. That is just a creature. Oh, pile driver. Down he goes. That sucks. Kinda needed him. Well, if I draw a land, I can Goblin Commando, Kindle, and kill the Palancron. And he doesn't have 2 blue left to return it to his hand. No land, but Flame Tongue Kavu, I can still Kindle and Flame Tongue it. So we'll do that. Flame Tongue Pew Pew. Kindle. Oh, what's he got? Chaos Warp. The owner of target permanent shuffles it into his or her library, reveals top card of his or her library. If it's a permanent, he or she... Alright, so he trades. And he reveals Force of Will. Alright. So, that doesn't come into play, but he's going to have a Force of Will next turn. Good to know. Good to know. So we get in for 3. So he's going to have a Force of Will, something and something next turn. And I'm going to be threatening 8 damage to him. Karavik's Torch. So he's going to kill the Goblin Matron? Alright. Okay, and now he's going to name Force of Will and kill off Flame Tongue. Sounds good. So he'll take 3 next turn, go to 8. If he doesn't play creatures, I can't play that Goblin Commando. Down goes Kavu. Maybe he'll accidentally name Force of Nature or something. Doubt it, though. That would be pretty silly. So I'm going to start running out of creatures pretty soon. Pretty soon indeed. Fire Blast. That's pretty good. So I feel like I should Fire Blast him while he can't Force of Will it. So I hold back the elves. I take him to 9, take him to 5. Yeah, let's do that. So he can kill the elves next turn. I can take him to 3. Man, I wish that hit players. So we've seen 4 of his rares: Predator Flagship, Curse Scroll, Memory Jar, Force of Will. Is Force of Will rare in this format? Yeah, it's rare in this format. And Palancron, I can't remember. So Kenai Aven, that's going to hold back a bit. He's going to kill off the elves here. So now I could swing in with both, take him to 4, kill off the Avenger. That is something I could do. Island, I can get Edric online. I think this turn, though, I am going to do that. I will go in and in. He'll go to 4. We'll Goblin Commando. Take the Avenger down. Next turn he can kill the Goblin Commando. I can maybe get in for 1. Depends on if he plays a creature or not. If he doesn't play a creature, we can play Edric. We get a card draw out of it. Islands, so yeah, Goblin Commando's going to go down. Force of Will's online now, isn't it? I think it's a 5-drop. Yeah, 3 blue blue. So he could counter Edric if we tried to play him. But he'd also lose Force of Will. Maybe we try it. He lets it through. Alright, so we're going to get a card draw. Take him to 3. Draw a card. Play that mountain. Pass the turn. He can kill Edric next turn. And he can drop a 5-drop. He's really holding on. I don't think I have any burn left that will just hit him. And especially not while he has Force of Will in his hand. It is just straight up counter target spell. Yeah. Serendib Ifrit, 3/4, deals 1 damage to him. That's risky. That seems very risky. That seems very, very, very risky. So he's got 3 turns to kill me before the Ifrit. I guess he could just kill the Ifrit himself with the flagship. Well, so Edric's gonna go down. He can't counter the Aberration, so we're going to play that. And we'll play this Scatland and pass the turn. And he's going to take 1 regardless, even if he kills the Ifrit in response. So that'll take him 2. He can't kill the Aberration. He's also losing quite a bit of time. He's down almost 6 minutes from me. And he gives up. Alright, so we had that game. That's pretty good. We weren't going to draw much that was going to help us, though. So he's playing kind of a controlling-ish deck, which I think is a pretty good matchup for us. Don't necessarily know if there's anything we want to even trade out. Reckless Charge is decent. What did I trade last time? I traded Kindle? He didn't have that many creatures, so maybe the Reckless Charge could be good. Is Kindle what I want to take out? Maybe Fires of Yavimaya. Although if he's not going to have many creatures, giving all my creatures haste seems decent. Maybe take out an Elvish Aberration for it? Yeah, let's do that. And let's sip into that. Now let's see if we can do that again. Wow, that's bad. That is just terrible. We are mulliganing that for sure. That's not much better. No green. We'll keep it though. He's a slow deck. We could maybe get there. Island and a go. Sounds good. Come on, green. Please, forest. Reckless Charge. Alright, well. I mean, if it was any other... Brainstorm, alright. If it was any other tournament or important tournament, that would have been a mulligan for sure. But I'll keep this and see how it goes. So he's going to set up his next few turns. Or 2 turns, I suppose. Island Forest, alright. Down comes a Wild Mongrel. Maybe he's the Madness deck. But that Mongrel's going to get in for a good amount on us. Green card. You've got cycling, but I can't even afford it. Nobody else does. In for 2. We'll take the 2. Is he going to discard anything? He is going to discard. He discarded Basking Root Walla, which went into the exile zone for Madness, so he's going to get a free Basking Root Walla. That's pretty good. So it looks like he's actually transformational sideboarded here into the Blue-Green Madness deck. So me keeping a slow hand because he was the controlling deck may have been bad. Hey, Mox Emerald, that's going to help out. That's going to help out a fair bit. So we can go Krosan Vorine, or we can just go Brindleshout. Yeah, let's put down the Brindleshoat. Be a nice chump blocker for the turn. In with the Mongrel and the Root Walla. We'll block the Mongrel. Presumably either of them are going to become 3/3s. I may as well make him pay for it as opposed to discarding a card and getting a cheap Madness creature. We'll get a 3/3 out of the deal. And he'll pass the turn. So we can Kindle, potentially blowing that up. He'd have to discard a card to save it. Or we could Elephant Guy to make that a 6/6. Hmm. I could make it a 9/6 this turn. Oh, that doesn't have cycling. What am I thinking of? It has flashback. Take him to 11. I don't like that he can just discard and save that. So maybe we go with Devorine this turn. Yeah, let's do that. And then I think I'll just leave him up as a jump blocker. He's currently the beatdown for the time being. Next turn we can make that a 6/5 and start picking off his guys, maybe, hopefully. Oh, okay, he's got Force of Will in hand. Sounds good. So there goes that plan. But hey, we got rid of Force of Will on not necessarily a super important creature. He's down to 2 cards in hand, too. 3 with this draw. And 2 with that land drop. This can only be activated once a turn, right? Yeah, that's good. Coming in with both, so we'll block the discard outlet, I suppose. I mean, he could discard his whole hand and make it live. Discards Tangle. He's going to pump. So they'll just trade, alright. He's down to 1 card, that's what I like to see. Serendibifreet, that's not what I like to see at all. Not what I like to see at all. Mountain, so we can go Goblin Commando, kill off the Root Walla. And then the Ifrit's going to cause us some trouble. So he'll go to 18. I'm going to go to 8. Well, with what I have sitting in my hand, it may be a close race. Because I could Reckless Charge, Kindle, that would be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage, take him to 8. Well, it is a race, whether or not he knows it just yet. All depends on what he drew, though. Nature's Lore, perfect. So I guess this turn it'll be Elephant Guide. Ooh, Armor of Thorns. Unfortunately, we can't cast that as well. So, Armor of Thorns would be 2. Elephant Guide, I keep Kindle up. So, let's go Elephant Guide. Let's get in for 5. Take him to 13. We can Kindle him for 2. Take him to 11. Which actually would be lethal as long as he doesn't have a counter spell. Or a way to just kill me this turn. Flies in for 3. Takes me to 5. Not a blocker, not a blocker, not a blocker. Big blocker. Alright. So, I guess we Kindle him. Ooh, Flametongue Kavu will kill that Arrogant Worm. Well, do I kill the Arrogant Worm or do I kill the Ifrit? I think I swing in and see what happens. Maybe he doesn't want to go to 5? Nope, he's willing to go to 5. So we'll go Flame Tongue, kill the Arrogant Worm, hope he doesn't draw Pump Spell. He's going to go to 4. As long as he doesn't draw a Pump Spell, I think we win. He's going to swing in, take me to 2. No Pump Spell. And passes the turn. Maybe we just win? He must have something, right? Tap all my creatures or something. Oh, I should have played the elves and given them haste. I forgot that gives haste as well. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. Tap up to 4 target creatures. So that's gonna be game, because he's gonna go to 3. Yup, that's gonna be game. That's unfortunate. We almost had him. Almost had him. It's about as close as you can possibly get. But knowing that he's now switched into Blue-Green Madness, that changes things around a whole lot. A whole lot. As long as my top guard wasn't Fire Blast. That's good. So, not a slow control deck anymore. So what was our change? We put in Reckless Charge. I'm pretty okay with that. That only deals 1 damage. That's not going to be anything we need. Sudden Strength, maybe. Kindle definitely stays in. Maybe we ditch the swords. Just because it has not been relevant, and a pump spell might be better. Yeah, let's do that. Which means we can pop out the Scabland in favor of just a mountain. So yeah, I think we'll go in with that and see how it goes. We are definitely going to play first. How's this look? This looks a fair bit better. We've got Goblin Pile Driver, Fires of Yavimaya. We'll keep that. And first turn I think will just be Forest, and then end of his turn cycle that Thicket. He plays his Thicket. Well, we don't want to play ours. In exchange, we get something much better. We get a Mox Emerald. Yeah, I'll take that for sure. Let's play the Mountain, play the Mox. And Fires of Yavimaya now? Yeah, let's play Fires of Yavimaya right now. Because I'm not going to be attacking with him this turn because he'll have Summoning Sickness. May as well make him hasty next turn at the worst. Maybe we get something even better next turn to haste up. Island, are we going to see a Mongrel? Ooh, we're not. Alright, that's good. We don't get anything better, so it is going to be Goblin Pile Driver coming down. And he's going to get in for a whole 1. Unless he gets Force Fooled. Which he does. Oh well. What did he discard? Or exile? Choking Tethers? Sure. So we'll just pass the turn. Unfortunately now we're just completely out of gas. We have an Aura in hand, and no creatures to put it on. So we're going to need to draw some creatures. Ooh, are we ever going to need to draw some creatures or something to kill that off? No more land, please. No more land. What did I just say? Pretty sure I said no more land. He'll drop to 18. I'm going to go down to 17. Starstorm would be okay. Basking Root Walla. Alright. Starstorm would be awesome. Jeez, we're just dead. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8's coming at us. We're going down to 9. We're screwed. Unless we hit Starstorm like right now, we're just dead. That sucks. Well, Goblin Matron, you can buy us a turn, I suppose. And you can go and get us... Oh, shit, I shouldn't have tapped that forest, or that mountain. I could have gotten Beetleback Chief. Goblin Commando, we can't cast. We can't cast a damn thing, actually. Yeah, I screwed up not tapping that properly. Well, we'll make Goblin Matron a 4/4. Can block and kill the Root Walla. We'll take 5 and go to 4. He's gonna cycle Krosan Tusker. Well, we buy a turn to get Starstorm. He may not even attack with the Root Walla. Yeah, just coming in the air for 5, taking me to 4. Does he have a pump spell? Am I just dead? Well, it takes me to 1. Starstorm. Need it. Flametongue Kavu. I can kill that off. And then I'm just dead. Red, 1, 2, 3. Red, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Oh, I can do them both, can I? I can. Right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, shit. Did I miscount? Red, 1, 2, 3. Red, 1, 2, 3. Damn, yeah, I miscounted. I'm just dead. Yeah, I'm just dead. That sucks. Let's Flametongue the Ifrit. Well, let's slow roll him. See if maybe he hesitates. He's hesitating, he's drawing. And he's coming in with both. We're gonna block. He's gonna pump. I'm gonna sack Yavimaya. And we lose. What was on top? Kindle. Damn it. Oh well. That sucks. We were pretty close. We just got really flooded there in the mid game. Turns 1 through 6 or so. It was close though. We could have brought it back had we had maybe one more turn. But hey, I like the deck. It seems to do pretty well. He had a pretty. I think he may have just jammed all of his rares in that first game, and then second game he went to a much more focused Madness deck, which is pretty solid in Vintage Masters. So we're 1-1. I made a mistake. It's not actually a 4-round event. It's a 5-round event, so you're getting a supersized Wacky Wednesday this week. And the prize structure is 1 pack per win. If you go 5-0 or 4-1, you get a foil Vengevine promo. So if I win my next 3, I get that. Otherwise, I'm just getting some packs. 1 pack so far. We'll see how we do in the next few rounds, and I will see